Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys the updated Staticor. Before we start, I just want to quickly tell you guys something. I am quite sick right now, so I may sound a little bit different from my other videos, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's get started. Apparently, the only way to fix overpowered weapons is to add self-damage into it. DE has introduced self-damage onto the Staticor. Yes everyone, the Staticore can now kill you. Let's go check it out right now. Hold on, it doesn't do any self-damage? Wait, let me go check that out. Oh, so it doesn't. Well, that's great. Let's just cover the other changes about the Staticor. Now, the Staticor has gotten quite some interesting changes. Very, well, how do I say this? It's quite of a heartbreaking nerf, if I would say, because number one, the most important one is the blast radius for the quick tap mode, which is the first firing mode, is reduced from 8 meters to the original 2 meters. And what I mean by the quick tapping mode is this one, where you just spam left click. This one used to be 8 meters and now it's 2 meters. To be honest, that's quite a significant drop because from 8 to 2 meters is actually quite a big drop and a lot of range has been lost from it. But the damage values is still the same, don't worry, and it is still strong as before. It's just that the blast radius is just not as big as before, which is kinda bad, but it's still okay in my opinion. So let's talk about the full charge. Something has changed and I like it very much. The amount of time that is used to charge up for the full charge shot or whatever it is reduced to 1 second. And also, clip size does not affect the charge time, which is what used to happen before and now it doesn't, which is a great thing. Having 1 second for the full charge shot is pretty good because it kinda increases DPS and it makes your gameplay more fluid and more fast paced because it doesn't make the Staticor look like a sluggish weapon because it is used to be a sluggish weapon. Pretty much very little people would use the full charge because it's kinda useless and the damage is just double, but still you can do a lot of damage with just the quick taps. Now let's not talk about that, let's just talk about the other things that are changed about the Staticor. Along with increased clip size and increased ammo size, there is also increased projectile speed, which is a good thing because the Staticor cannot cover long distances. It has some kind of like travel time and it's quite slow before. Now it is very fast and even on full charge mode it is also really fast. Before, the Staticor cannot cover this far. Look at that range, it's freaking ass high. It's not high, but it's really far. So it's a good change. I like this one because you can cover long distances now with the Staticor, which is great. So before I talk about the builds, here is some things that you should know about the Staticor and my opinions about this change. The Staticor is unarguably one of the best secondaries in the game because of its pretty good critical stats and also amazing status stats. It makes it a really good hybrid weapon, which is what I mentioned before in my other Staticor build. If you are going to build a hybrid build on this weapon, then it is sure damn the right thing to do, cause this weapon, it excels at DPS. It's really good. The reason why I'm being so overreacting for the Staticor is because the Staticor is one of my favorite secondaries in the game. Now to see it getting nerfed or kinda changed in a way is kinda saddening because I created a 5 Forma Staticor build before and it is only quite recent, it's few weeks ago, and now to see it getting changed and kind of a nerf is just like, I don't know what to say, man. But overall, I think the change is pretty okay. It's still usable, it's very strong. At least the damage values is not changed and you can still use the full charge mode to break chests open because of its faster charge up time. So I'm going to show you guys the builds and then we'll go into the demonstration after the builds. Alright, so the build is slightly different from my previous Staticor build. The only difference is that there is one extra Forma for no particular reason and Jolt is now replaced with Pistol Pestilence. Alright, we're done. Let's get to the demonstration. Just like the usual, bombards, heavy gunners, corpus attacks and common infested enemies. Let's get started. What a magnificent performance! In conclusion, should you get this Staticor even though it is kinda nerfed? Yes, you should, because this weapon is great. It's one of the best weapons out there and I recommend you guys to get it. Where do I get it? Yeah, I'm answering this question at the end of the video. You can get it at the Energy Lab from your dojo. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, write a nice comment, and be sure to consider subscribe to my channel. Hold on, that was quite long. I messed up my ending. Okay, you know what? Who cares? Anyway, if you want to support me, be sure to check out my Ko-fi page in the description below. Catch you guys in another video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.